So on Vlad, he said that you lied about your situation and that you felt like he was holding you back, but he was really the one that was trying to give you an opportunity. What did you think at the time, like, of the narrative that was being pushed that you were biting the hand that fed you?
You know what? When he met me, when Slade met me, he met me because I was already moving. It's like I told you, I already had Philly on lock. I had Jersey on lock. I wanted to get to New York to get hurt. You feel me? And I got hurt with him. But before him, Green Lantern wanted to fuck with me too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But the reason I didn't fuck with Green Lantern because I said Slay always talk that street shit. He like that drama shit. I come from an aggressive background. I come from Camden. I'm aggressive already. You feel me?
You think if we one in the same, he's going to understand how I approach this?
Exactly. And that was the reason I went that way. Where if I would have done it later on, I think I would have went with Green on some real shit. You know what I mean? And then again, it might not have panned out good either. You feel me? Because when you come to see a lot of these DJs, to me, they don't promote they artists right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. You feel me? Like some of the biggest names got on by their own hustle. You feel me? Their own grind. You know what I'm saying? And going in about it a different way. But not to take away what I'm trying to say, but that's where I went with him at because it felt like he would understand me more when I signed with him. When he said that trying to bite the hand that feeds you, in no way, shape, or form. I respected that man to the utmost. Up to this day, I never deny what Slade did for me. Slade got me heard in a bigger platform. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Slade, I would have not got the love I got in a lot of places. But before Slade came, a lot of my collabs and everything that came off of me proving myself. You feel me? Me being the MC I was, where niggas just fuck with me genuinely and didn't ask me, yo, pay for this, pay for that. I ain't had to pay for shit. You know what I mean? Because they knew who I was. They knew how I was coming. They knew I was going to jump on a record and make that shit better. You feel me? So it was never a thing where I bit the hand that fed. I was hurt. You feel me? I was hurt because it felt like I felt betrayed. You feel me? I felt like, damn, you did this shit for Pat. Why can't you do it for me? You know what I'm saying? Like I was already hurt. I was in my feelings. You feel me? Like I was, and I had every right to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a fucking very serious lawsuit going on where niggas was trying to take everything I worked hard for from me. You know what I'm saying? You know these niggas are selling me like a commodity. These niggas is getting fucking millions of fucking dollars from niggas putting shares and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, you see everything that's going on. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna really stand by me with this shit.
Right. So
So
he believed the narrative then, right? That you actually did take the money from these guys. These guys actually did pay you. He didn't believe you when you told him that that didn't happen.
no, well, what happened was like I was telling you, because we didn't get to that yet. Frank, who was my acting manager at the time, he said, yo, let's just start building something. Now, this was before the whole Slay situation. So let me, put this whole thing into perspective. You feel me? We started working on a project that was called Resurrecting the Dead that I wanted to drop. You feel me? That Slay is actually on the cover. But Slay was on the cover. I wasn't signed with Slay at that time. Slay wound up hosting that mixtape because of what I was doing to the shows I was going to. The show, like I told you, I was killing the shows. He was like,
Right.
I don't notice he invited me to Hot 97. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't get signed to that point. I already had that mixtape done. And he said, "Do you got a mixtape out?" I said, "I'm about to drop one." He said, "Let me host it for you." And he wound up hosting it on the Lookout. You feel me? He said, "I'm gonna do this for you on GP, and I'm going in all 32 tracks." And that's what he did. because that was the effect I was having in the hip hop game when I came in. Now, the dudes I was fucking with, which was Frank, I was fucking with Frank. He was dealing with these other dudes. So Frank said, look, what we gonna do is in the meantime, until we can land something, we gonna take care of this, that, and for you to stay out the street, I'll give you around 6 grand monthly. You feel me? I said, good. I said, that's cool with me. You feel me? Now, mind you,
But you
Slade
never signed any paperwork though.
at all, at all.
Hmm.
That's why I said I would take a lie detector test on orders. But I really don't got to because I won the lawsuit for a reason. You feel me?
Right.
So I won. You know what I'm saying? I send you some copies of the shit. You feel me? Just to show, you know what I mean, how they knew that that signature was forged. You feel me? So that says it all. You feel me? But me being the type of dude I am, I just want to stick you with more proof just to show how solid I am with my word. You know what I'm saying? These dudes they took and they sent me a check. You feel me? They sent me a couple checks. You feel me? A couple checks. 6 grand, 4 grand, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They sent to me. So I said, Frank, regardless of what they sending me this money, they're gonna want something later for this. You feel me? I started catching up to it. You know what I mean? Onto it. So if we're gonna sit down and talk, let's hurry up and sit down and talk to these dudes. And it just kept on feeling like they was prolonging that sit down. You know what I'm saying? When I finally talked to the dude, Adam, him and Frank started having their own kind of beef. You feel me? Because they
Oh
was doing
shit.
some other shit. You feel me? So it was all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of layers to this.
It's a whole bunch of layers to this bullshit, yo. It was crazy. So at that time, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on with these niggas? I didn't give a fuck because I don't got nothing signed. They don't got nothing signed with me. You know what I'm saying? But they did send me a couple dollars. You feel me? They sent me 6 grand, they sent me 4 grand, and they sent me like 3,000 more. You know what I'm saying? So they did send me money. Like you feel me? Like I said on my statements and everything with my lawyers. You feel me? But all of a sudden they put a press release. That's what I was trying to say earlier. And they put a press release stating that they gave me 500,000 for my label.
Wow.
That's when the whole thing, and that's when I said I knew these motherfuckers was giving me this money for some reason. You feel me? And I said I knew these motherfuckers. So I said, yo, Frank, they saying they gave me this, boom, boom, boom. Well, that money was just to keep you out the street. Boom, 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 Frank. Regardless if that money was to keep me out the street, a nigga like me, you think I'm gonna stay out the fucking street until I'm right? Fuck no. All that money did was help me motherfucking re-up. That's all that shit did, chop. You
Right.
feel me?
He was
Like,
like, now we gonna double up. We gonna
exactly.
double
You know what I'm saying?
up.
I'm like, yo, at the time, I'm like, I'm buying a half a brick. Now I might be able to buy a brick. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Anyway,
Statute
but
of limitations is over. It's all good.
exactly. You feel me? Exactly. There you go. Thanks for clearing it up. Thanks. You feel me? But that's how I went about it. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm getting, but they ain't never had no paperwork on me. You feel me? Then they make this press release. Boom. That's when I knew I had to stop fucking with them. And I said, oh, these niggas on some wild shit. You feel me? Like they doing some wild shit, and that's when everything started coming out and into fruition. And then my lawyer, man, he did an excellent job because then he was like, yo, these niggas got you on investorshub.com and they talking about all the shares that they put up for you. And that's when I started finding out these motherfuckers was just making money off my name. And
Wow.
that they was gonna get this amount of money when he signs and all this crazy shit. And up to this day they still talk about it. You can go on Investors Hub and you see it.
So Slay didn't believe that the signature was forged.
Slay believed me. Slay
Oh, he
believed
did
me.
believe you.
Slay believed
Because
me.
on Vlad TV, he was saying things like he believed the other guys though.
But this is the crazy part. If you go after this, you're gonna analyze the video. Because in the video, he said he didn't know the guys, right? You heard when he said, I don't know. He was signed to some guys. I don't know.
Right, right.
Boom, boom, boom. But then towards the end of the video, he said, if I wanted to do damage, I would have brought the guys up here. So which one is it? You don't know them or you know them? You feel me? That's
Right.
what I was mad at. That's what got me mad. I'm like, yo, Slay, I told you everything. You feel me? I told you these motherfuckers trying to get me. I told you what was going on. I never kept that nigga in the dark, yo. Never. You feel me? Never kept him in the dark. And that's the part that hurted me the most. That I was like, damn, I told this nigga everything. Now he felt like he don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was, and I knew what it was for. It was because he couldn't help me pay for the shit I paid for. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like owning to your shit, like, no, I couldn't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. But you knew I had the angle on you, but you helping Pat pay for that shit, for all his shit. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't help me, maybe for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it really was, Chop. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go too deep into it because Slay, he passed. May he rest in peace. I wish me and him would have made ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't wish death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I really was trying to see if we could, wrap that thing. Especially when I heard he was sick, I just wanted to be at peace with him. You know what I'm saying? And really, I was hitting him like crazy. You feel me? And hit certain people up that knew him, and he was like, "Yeah, Lou, you know what I'm saying? I know he definitely gonna want to, rap to you, but let him get better first or whatever." You feel me? And it didn't get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And
That's unfortunate.
it's bitter. Yeah, it's bittersweet, man, because I know me and him would have probably just laughed that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And because he definitely was a good friend when we did talk. You know what I'm saying? Me and him had some serious talks that that'll always stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably never talk about him again. It was that real. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. You know what I mean?